Welcome everyone. Happy America after independence. Today's July 5th, one day after one of the most momentous events in America, which is July 4th. Lots of festivities happened yesterday and today. It's a pretty muggy day, but it's kind of cool to be in New York City when it's a muggy summer day. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm Ariel. This is Urbanist. Today we're going to ride the ferry. I started in Dumbo, and we're going to make our way potentially down to Long Island City. So let me know where you're watching from. And here we have South Williamsburg. So, one of my favorite activities in New York City during the summertime is riding the ferry. The ferry, you have amazing views like these of downtown Manhattan, and then we see Midtown a little bit later on. Actually, where are we seeing it in full glory right now? And it's just lovely being up here. So yesterday I ended up going to the top of the rock to see the views of the fireworks. Unfortunately, there was no live stream reception or no cell phone reception to do a live stream. And I did a short video instead. It's available on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Check it out. But let me know, what are you doing? How is your weekend? How's your July 4th? I'm very curious. Welcome, Kay. Welcome, Elaine. Nice to see you here. Let me go to the other side over here. Welcome, Daryl. Welcome, everyone. Nice to see so many people tuning in right now. Welcome, RJ. Welcome, Elaine, Alfred, Picard. Hey, Picard. Chai from the Philippines. Kumusta ka? I'm so glad so many regulars are tuning in. Picard, how are you doing? RJ from Colorado. So right now we're facing the views of Midtown Manhattan, all of its glory. In the foreground is the Manhattan Bridge, the iconic bridge built in the early 1900s. An iconic Manhattan Bridge blue. Ferry's not too packed today. Actually, most people are down below. So there's two levels to these ferries. There's the lower level, which is air-conditioned interior, and here's the upper level, exposed, drenched in sunlight. But I feel very comfortable up here. It's a very muggy day, so it's very high humidity. You kind of see a haziness in the New York City skyline. And I think it's just perfect. Truly, truly perfect. Hello, Mehmet says, how are you? Mehmet, I'm doing well. Kay says, I so wish I was there. I'm really missing New York. Yeah, Kay, I hope you do get to come back soon. I really, really do hope you come back soon. Almo, wow, Almo, welcome. Bella, Mika. Susie is tuning in. Romaine from Manchester. Oh my God, how I love Manchester. So stay tuned. I am partnering up with a cool company that's going to take me abroad very soon in 2 weeks. So stay tuned. You're going to see live videos a few days in a row, about 4 days in a row, from a very interesting place in the world that I'm excited to actually visit for the first time. So stay tuned for that. Hello, Nebul. Hello, Bella. Shane, hola, ¿cómo estás? Wayne is tuning in. Barra says, how's the air quality in New York City? How's the air quality after the fireworks in New York City? So the fireworks were in the Hudson River. So right now we're in the East River, so it was on the opposite side of Manhattan, facing New Jersey. Fireworks for a long time were in the Hudson, but in the past, I think almost 15 years, it was mostly here in the East River. It's kind of a little bit of a bummer that it wasn't on the East River, because it's nice to have the fireworks in the middle of the city. In terms of air quality, the fireworks probably did not impact the air quality on this side. I think just the air quality is a bit poor today. There's a mild advisory for air quality. Hey, Daryl says, I wish you could meet up with Rick Steves. I would love to meet up with Rick Steves. I would love to meet him. He seems such a cool guy. He's been such a valuable resource to me. Arjan, welcome. Sally says, hello. Happy America after independence. E. Rivas is hoping I go to Japan. Japan, not quite yet. Not quite yet. But hopefully soon. Almo says, any clues? Oh, Almo. I think at least for one day, I'll be able to show you a place that involves mountains. I'll give that one clue. Arjan says that you have your coffee today. Yeah, I had 3 coffees today. I was in Dumbo. I went to a lovely cafe called Butler, which is located right by the waterfront. Then I visited my friends at Arabica, which will be featured in my coffee documentary, which is in the works. We're getting very close to finishing it. And then I had another coffee at a place called Clinton Street Baking Company, which I have featured before in my live videos. One of the best pancakes in all of New York City, also located on the Dumbo waterfront. Shane says it's raining in Bicester, Oxford. Ooh, that's a hard one to pronounce, but it's raining in Oxford. All right, Donald. Susie says mountains in the snow. I can't guarantee that I'll see snow, but most likely it'll be in the distance. That's the best hint I can give. Mountains and potentially snowy capped mountains in the distance. I'm not sure exactly if they're snow capped where I'm going, but. George says the price of stamps go up again on July. No. Does that invalidate the stamps I already have? Because I have a lot. And Mega Urbanists tuning in. Postcards were sent this past month. You'll be getting postcards again in July. Round of hearts to all the Mega Urbanists who are tuning in. They are the patrons who contribute $20 or more per month. Many of them have been doing so for years at this point. They get postcards many times a year. And I am so grateful, and they have been such a invaluable help and contribution to the show in all of its forms. Documentaries, short videos, live videos, etc. DS says Ariel works in mysterious ways. Indeed I do. I'll give you another hint. So you'll be seeing 2 polar opposites. I mentioned you'll be seeing the opposite in terms of scenery in the span of 2 weeks. Meta. Watching the Euro Cup with one eye, watching my show with the other eye. Hey man, I appreciate that. How's the Euro Cup doing? I don't follow soccer, but let me know. Who's winning? LAB says New York City looks beautiful today. Yeah, there's a nice haziness. It's perfect for photos. If you take photos in New York City with this haze, it's kind of washed out feeling. It's great. It's great. If you have a nice telephoto lens, you get a cool like effect from taking photos of the skyscrapers. Supermarket. You name the buildings in the distance. Yeah, right in center frame is the Empire State Building. This is the Empire State Building. Now we're going to move further south, and you see the building with the edge, that very sharp triangular shape. That is 30 Hudson Yards, and that observation deck is called the Edge at Hudson Yards. Down here we have a Golden Dome. That is the New York Life Insurance Building. Ooh, we have a seaplane passing through here. That's cool. So right up here, this huge skyscraper. This is one of the newest skyscrapers to join the New York City skyline. This is One Vanderbilt. It opened like 2 years ago. It's been in construction for 6 or 7. Right next to it is a Chrysler building, the shorter one with the spire. That is one of the finest examples of Art Deco architecture in the world. Right behind it, the very tall, skinny one that's a bit plain. That's currently the tallest building by roof height in the entire Western Hemisphere. That's Central Park Tower. So that is taller than One World Trade Center all the way in southern Manhattan by roof. One World Trade Center has a spire, so it exceeds it in total height. So right next to it we have this one in construction. That is, if I recall correctly, the JP Morgan building. That is going to be the newest skyscraper to join New York City. It's near completion. Right behind it we have kind of a very beautiful example of, I think this might be called Neo Art Deco, and that is the Steinway Tower, and that's one of the most expensive residences in the entire world. Arjan, watched the fireworks in person. Arjan, yes. So I watched the fireworks in person. I end up recording it for a short video that's available on all the platforms. So go on YouTube. YouTube, when you see my short videos, YouTube is still only 1 minute maximum. So if you enjoy my short videos on YouTube, I generally post slightly longer versions on Instagram and on Facebook. But follow me on Instagram, it's the easiest place, Urbanist Live, and you'll see the slightly longer versions. And there you'll see, on YouTube it's 1 minute, but on Instagram it's a little bit longer than 3 minutes. And you can see the fireworks, and I went to the top of the rock. So the top of the rock, I think we can't really, we're not in the line of sight of 30 Rockefeller Center. Shane said, I had a martini on top of the Vanderbilt building. It was lovely. Hey man, yeah, there's a great bar in One Vanderbilt for sure. Actually, I think, yeah, I can tell you this with certainty. One Vanderbilt has the best bar for an observation deck. The Edge doesn't have the best cocktails. It just sells like champagne.
Next stop, Greenpoint.
The top of the rock cocktails are good, but very light. And then One World Trade Center, I don't think has cocktails, if I recall correctly. Yeah, it does have cocktails, but it's not quite the best. It has beer, it has wine. But One Vanderbilt has genuinely good cocktails in its observation deck. George says, I didn't know that. Thanks, Ariel. Such a scene and great to have such a knowledgeable guide. Were there other fireworks in the city? So Adam, yeah, yesterday I was able to see fireworks in the Wall Street area, like close to the Statue of Liberty, the New York Harbor. The main fireworks, the Macy's fireworks show, was located at Hudson River between 14th Street and 34th Street. Zoom. And I saw people lighting up a lot of fireworks in deeper Queens and Nassau County. And then a lot of fireworks also lighting up in northern New Jersey. So there were fireworks all around. especially from the viewpoint at the top of the rock. It was just amazing. Truly a magical night. Susie says, I watched my hood fireworks. You know, one of my fondest memories of July 4th, Susie, is spending it in Bushwick. I actually vlogged about it. I'm not sure if you remember, Susie, and a few old school urbanists who've been tuning in for a long time. It was 2017, I think. Yeah, 2017, I vlogged from Bushwick on July 4th, and it was awesome. I think I did a live video as well, but it's no longer up. B says, what time is it here? Ooh, that's a good question, B. I don't know. I gotta find out. Let me know. I lost track of time. Surfboard says, hope you're doing well. Hey, man. Joe says, I prefer the fireworks on the East River. So yes. So right now where we're approaching was the fireworks here. I have a vlog about it. I gotta post it because Classic Harbor Line did not want to post the vlog that they paid me to do about the fireworks. There were some internal issues, but I did vlog for the fireworks here last year, and the fireworks were located exactly where we're at right now, and that was a marvelous display, truly. It's 3:56 p.m. Eastern Time. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, we have another seaplane. Look at that. Oh, I want to get on these seaplanes. Anyone know a seaplane owner? Let me know. B says, what time is it here? 3:56 p.m. Eastern Time. It's 10 p.m. in Germany. Oh, pretty late in Germany. Christine, 100 stars. Thank you so much, Christine. Thank you so much. So I've been very busy. I've had the nice, amazing opportunity to work with so many cool sponsors these past 2 months. So that's why you haven't seen too many live videos, and you've seen a little bit more longer, short videos. I'm working on one right now. It's going to be a whopping 10 minutes long about a really cool story about Queens. Stay tuned. But the cool thing is working with these sponsors will enable me to travel more in fall, and I'm super excited to do that. You know, live video is my passion, but live video is quite time intensive, and I'd rather do it when I'm traveling. So stay tuned for more live videos soon. Kay says it's 9 p.m. here and it's raining. Oh no. Dr. Tachi says, good afternoon. Dr. Tachi, nice to see you here. Welcome. My coworker flew planes but died in a plane crash earlier this year, says Susie. Oh, Susie, my condolences to your coworker. I'm sad. That's so sad to hear. Was it in New York City, if I may ask? Kind of lingering here. I'm not sure why. I guess we're supposed to stop in Greenpoint, but I think we're waiting for this ferry to arrive. Joe says, I have been watching the Peabody Awards on YouTube. It was an awesome night. Yeah, it was an awesome night. I'm so glad that the Peabody Awards have been posted on YouTube. That's cool to hear. I gotta share that link. Surfboard says, are you working on the next Peabody? I'm very proud of the work I've done. So watch my short videos on the history of water in New York City. And I say short, now they're getting pretty long. The history of water video is like 7 minutes long. I did one about Franklin Delano Roosevelt, another one about the fight against polio. And then there's one coming up about a really cool part of Queens. So yeah, I'm really excited about the videos I've done so far, and I hope other people are enjoying it. Let me know if you've seen any of those videos so far. Robert says, I miss your New York City videos. Glad I'm watching you now. Hey man, I'm glad you're watching too. Barrett says, the city looks so peaceful from the East River. It really is peaceful. Look how relaxing it is. I just feel at ease being up here. Christine says, I'm sitting in my car for almost 30 minutes. It's pouring rain in Florida. Oh, no. Hope there's no tornadoes right now in Florida. So here we have Newtown Creek. Newtown Creek is the creek that goes all the way into between Queens and Brooklyn and extends all the way to Bushwick. It's kind of crazy how deep this waterway goes into these two boroughs. Right here is Greenpoint, these high rises. Right here is Long Island City. These two neighborhoods are growing very, very fast, but they're still not yet connected. And I made a live video about 2 months ago, or only a month ago actually, about my proposal of redeveloping this entire creek and making it into a massive new city center. Joe, thank you so much for linking the Peabody Awards. Dr. Tachi says, I'm looking forward to those videos. Oh, yeah. Being on the water on a sunny day is amazing. Yes, it is. I agree. Susie says, the city needs to watch your video. Yeah. I really loved working with New York City Tourism. I am no longer in contract with them. I'm a bit sad. I'm optimistic I'll work with them again soon. Yeah, it was lovely showcasing more of New York with New York City Tourism, which is the tourism board of New York City. My so-called retirement says it's hot enough that you could be tubing behind the ferry. Indeed, yes, that's right. I mean, I imagine it's hot up here, probably very cold down there in the water. I would not want to get into this water right now. So right here we have the Greenpoint Ferry stop. Appears to be a bit of traffic, hence that's why we were lingering. Surfboard says stop off in Williamsburg and get one of those $2 cheeseburgers. Hey, Surfboard, man, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I could get, each burger was about $2.70. I could get like almost 4 burgers from that. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. It's right here. It's in Greenpoint. It's about a 5-minute walk from here. Thank you so much. I will utilize that super chat in the very near future. I am extremely full. I had 2 brunches. I just was very hungry today, and I had a brunch at like 8 a.m. and then I had another brunch at 12. So I am very, very full. But round of hearts to Surfboard for leaving you a very generous super chat, and it will come into good use in one of the live videos coming very soon. I'll go live again next week. Stay tuned.
Stop it, great point. Great point.
Nabul says, I'm still impressed by your Greece series. Oh man, thank you so much. Yeah, I think I'm very optimistic that people are going to love the coffee documentary. So if you didn't know, I'm working on a documentary about coffee in New York City, how coffee in New York City ended up inspiring the world. And that is not an overstatement. You will see why in the documentary. And that is going to be about 50 minutes to an hour long. And it'll come out around the last week of July, first week of August. There'll be a live premiere date, a live pre-show, and it'll show cafes and baristas and roasters from all over the city. And I'm super, super hyped. And then you're going to learn a lot of history. So stay tuned for that. Joseph says, wow, Ariel at the Peabody Awards again. Yeah, man, I won the Peabody, yeah. You know, it took me a while to sink in. I am a Peabody Award winning content creator. I literally won a Peabody for making Instagrams and TikToks, YouTube shorts. That blows my mind. And I'm the first one, along with my colleague, Khalil Green. We're the first ones to ever win that award. Peabody's is one of the most prestigious awards for excellence in storytelling given in the United States. And it's like the Pulitzer. Pulitzer is for journalism and for writing. This is for storytelling in other formats. And I'm so deeply honored. And it has taken me a while to really sink in, like, yeah, wow. My content has been deemed to be excellence in storytelling. Oh, I'm so honored. Almo says we're due for another clue. I could give you a whistled clue. That's another clue. If you can make out that song, well, maybe you'll know a little bit more where I'm going.
Next stop is 34th Street.
Hey, George says, Facebook was all about bodega stores and delis in Manhattan, Queens, and Brooklyn. I am famished and broke watching all the delicious sandwiches being made. Well, you know, a cool thing about New York is indeed a very expensive city, but New York does have options from all price ranges. So here, you know, I've been always very curious about this ferry. This is the NYU Ferry. I guess it connects the medical campus with one of the campuses down below. Hey, Surfer says, I'm in the company of Robin Roberts, who runs her own production company. Great company in the Peabodys. Oh, awesome. So right here, we have this series of high-rise housing that was built on landfill. But the landfill isn't from New York, nor is it from like New Jersey or Long Island. This landfill right here, you see 1, 2, 3, 4 high-rise buildings. This landfill comes from Bristol, England. Yep, Bristol. I have a few videos on Bristol from 2017, 2018. But the reason this is built on, for some reason, landfill from Bristol was World War II. Right before America joined the war, cue the plane. Right before America joined the war, America was helping out the Brits in order to provide arms and supplies to them. However, the Brits, in order to pick up these supplies and armaments, they had to actually bring their ships over, but they couldn't bring their ships that are meant for hauling a lot of stock empty. They needed to stuff them with something, because otherwise if you tried to bring them empty, they can shipwreck. So in order to stuff them with something so they can come over here and pick up all those supplies, go back to Britain and use it for the war effort, they brought over landfill, like bunch of landfill from Bristol that they dug up for various production projects, or the collapsed buildings due to the ravaging of the Germans in the Blitzkrieg. So they took all these pieces, the debris, landfill from Bristol, brought it over, they dumped it here, where these apartment buildings are located, and then took the supplies here in the New York Harbor, brought it back, and continued fighting the war. Until to this day, we have a little piece of Bristol in New York City. Right there. Janet says they could say they live in Bristol. Yes, they can. Literally. I gotta go back there. It's a very interesting housing complex. Here we have the American Copper Building. This is like also kind of like Neo Art Deco, or it's like a Art Deco meet modernism. It's built by shop architects. Cool building. Has a pool in the Sky Bridge right over here. Football says, are you heading to Brooklyn Bridge Park? No, I'm going the opposite direction. I'm heading northward. Here's the C Street, New Jersey. Oh, who wants to go to New Jersey? Who wants to go to Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey? I've never been there. I am so curious how the views look like. I maybe just have to go one day. Take a chance on New Jersey. Let me know. Do you want me to take a chance on New Jersey? Should I just go live for the hell of it? Going to Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey on the C Street. Joe says, what other channel gives you this type of information? Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Susie says, oh, I'm going to New Jersey next week. Ooh, is it Atlantic City? Susan! Doesn't haven't seen you in a while. Susan, I hope you're doing well. Mika, welcome. Hope you're doing well, Mika. Meta says, I took part in the NYU student film once. Ooh. Susie's going to an army base. Oh, Susie, did you enlist? Bella says, yes, go. All right. I don't know what's in Atlantic Highlands. Let me know what to find in Atlantic Highlands. Oh, is this the final stop? I don't think it is. So right here we have the Empire State Building, beautifully framed by these two buildings. The FDR Drive. Long Island City right down there. George is already making his guesses. George, I'm glad you were listening closely to the tune I whistled for the 2 hints I provided as to where I'm going. It'll be one day I'll be going to a place that I haven't shown before, but I'm very excited to show. It has a lot of history. All right. I'm going to go for one more stop. Susie says, no, I did not enlist to the Army, but I did volunteer for the USO. That keeps me busy in Hamilton Army Base. Hey, Susu, I hope you're doing well, Susu. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you again for your support for such a long time as a mega urbanist. Nabud says, I know where you're going. Hey, Nabud, I'm glad. What's the scaffolding on the Times Square H&M building? Oh, I don't know. I haven't spotted it. I did not notice scaffolding up there. Irene says you made it to New Jersey once. Yeah, I've live streamed from New Jersey maybe 3 times. 4 times. I've done Hoboken, I think twice. I've done Jersey City. And I think I was briefly live in Hoboken. So in terms of scaffolding, referring to this building is the JP Morgan building that's being under construction right now. There used to be another skyscraper there, also owned by JP Morgan. They demolished it. It was one of the largest demolitions in human history because they had to demolish an entire skyscraper. It doesn't happen too often. Hey, Adam says the Highlands is where the twin lighthouses are located. It makes for a good day trip. Oh, cool to know. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Lorraine. Manu says, I was following one of your city guides last week, but I got lost in your smile. Hey, Manu, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate that. Thank you for the compliment. All right. It's our final stop.
Final stop, all passengers must disembark. Thank you for running. Have a good night.
Right, there's a machine right there. As soon as you get up, turn the ramp, it's on the right hand side.
All right, we're currently located in Long Island City. We end up taking the Hunters Point South stop. This was the ferry I just got off at. Ferry costs $4 right now, one way. You can technically use it for a round trip, actually. It depends if they scan your ticket. If they don't scan your ticket, you can just show again your ticket and the ferry rides are short enough that the ticket's still valid. Tickets are valid for about an hour and a half. So you can use them for transfers, but if they don't scan it, you can technically just use it for a round trip. So I would recommend a round trip if you're going to certain, the furthest points on the ferry system in order to do a nice scenic ride and see New York City. Is this the gantry? Says Janice. No, we are about a 5-minute walk away from the gantry at this point. Blue is your color, says Susie. Really? It is, I'm glad. Yeah. Doreen, welcome. Bella. Gets crowded down there. Yes, it does. Do you go on the river ferry? The River Mersey ferry in Liverpool? No, I did not manage to go on the ferry in Liverpool. You know, Liverpool was a very interesting city, and I feel like that there's more to see in Liverpool. So I can't wait to go back at some point. Oh, that was a nice ride. Wow. That was a great ride, actually. That was an amazing ride. That was the best ride ever. That was the ride to end all rides. Whew. Wow. Oh, it's a hot day today. Really hot. All right, so this is my last stop, but I'm gonna stick around for 5 minutes. Feel free to ask me any questions about New York City, and I'll be back live this week, and then I'll be back live abroad 2 weeks from now. So stay tuned. In July, late July, you'll be seeing me live again, and then you'll be seeing me live also in another place in August. Where are you in New York? Says Dean. Dean, right now we're located in Long Island City. This is Hunters Point Park South. Very beautiful park, waterfront area. Surfboard says, where's your water in my bag? Brilliant stuff, says Dean. Watching you from London. Hey man, thank you so much. Andy says, tempting me back. Oh, I'm glad I am, Andy. That's awesome to hear. That is very awesome to hear. Janet says, loud lady went away. Yeah, some people speak very loud on phones. It looks so quiet, and here it is, for sure. Long Island City could get very crowded. At night here, it'll get way more crowded, for sure. Lots of people from all around Queens. Queens is such a dense borough. It's like 2.1 million, 2.3 million people in Queens alone. So it's really packed borough, and then people drive here from Long Island, people come here from Brooklyn, from other parts of the city, and then especially on the other side of Long Island City, it's more crowded during the daytime because there's more parks, more recreation, and people come with their families. There's like volleyball courts and things like that. How many miles away is your other place? Oh, it's It's a plane ride away. Definitely a long plane ride away. Nice sunset there. The sunset's not for many hours so far. Sunsets in New York City summer is close to 9 p.m. You should end the live and do a camping video from here, says Surfboard. Camping here probably might not be the best idea. After 7 p.m., you'll see all the mosquitoes coming out, especially in this waterfront area. Oh yeah, mosquitoes will come here in droves. Queen Anne Cunard cruise just landed in Liverpool. Ooh. My daughter just booked a trip to London. She's so excited. Oh yeah, London is awesome. Such a great city. New York City equals hot summers, but very cold winters. Yeah, that's the beauty of New York. We are polar opposites. It's a very bipolar city. We go from extremely hot and humid to extremely cold and dry. And wow, that's loud. Hello, L. What watch are you wearing today? I'm not wearing a watch right now. I have one of my Timex watches in my bag. I took it off because it's pretty hot. I'm wearing this nice bracelet that I got in Grace. And I'm wearing this nice medallion that I got in Athens as well. Just very recently, this past trip. It's a recreation of an ancient Greek coin of Athena and her owl on the other side. I'm really in love with this chain. Sunset is at 8:30 right now. Yeah, it is. A $50 round trip to the Highlands from Pier 11 or Wall Street. Wow, that's a wall. That's pretty pricey. Pretty pricey. Oh my God, so it's not a commuter ferry. Mika's asking, are you coming back to Europe? Oh, yes, Mika, you'll be seeing more Europe. I love stainless steel jewelry. Oh, yes. It's amazing. Says Susie. I agree. Doreen says, we have 4 seasons. We do have 4 seasons, which is awesome. So, I'm so glad so many people were tuning in. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Show us your ankle tag monitor. No, I can't show you that because, it'll get me in trouble. Paul, if I had an ankle tag monitor, I would not be able to travel abroad. That's for sure. What is the live temperature right now? 86 degrees Fahrenheit and very muggy. Muggy. It is extremely humid, so I usually don't sweat too easily, but I'm very sweaty right now. Temperature feels like 94 degrees. Oh, yes. Where are the buildings behind you? These series of buildings, these are, I'm not sure what this neighborhood is called. It's not Tudor City. Tudor City is right here, but I had never really thought what this neighborhood is called. Let me know, what is the name of this neighborhood? Kips Bay. Kips Bay. Sorry. Yeah. This is Kips Bay and Murray Hill. Now I remember. So you prefer fireworks on the East River or the Hudson? East. If New Jersey wants their fireworks, they should pay for their fireworks. But Macy's is a company based in New York. I think to capitalize on tourism of the bigger population being able to see the fireworks, they should have them on the East River. I would not mind if another company where New Jersey put more of the money would have it on the Hudson River as well. But I think the Macy's fireworks show should be here in the East River because you have a borough of 2.4 million people. You have a borough of 2.6, 2.7 million people in Brooklyn. That is a lot of people. And then you have Manhattan that almost exceeds a million. So it's a lot of people. We should have the fireworks here. It kind of messed up with a lot of tourists. A lot of tourists end up coming to the piers along Brooklyn and Queens thinking that the fireworks were going to be here. They probably were very sorely disappointed yesterday. Let me know what you think. Must be nice to ride at dusk. Oh, yes. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back live again soon. Watch my shorter videos. On YouTube, you're really only watching 1-minute versions. Go to my Instagram, Urbanist Live. You'll see the full short videos, the full reels. Some of them are 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. I posted 2 of them that were 7 minutes long. So they're basically mini documentaries that I'm posting now on Instagram, TikTok as well. So Instagram is Urbanist Live, TikTok is Ariel Vieira, and you'll see them on Facebook as well, Urbanist Live on Facebook. But Instagram is the best place, Urbanist Live, follow me there, and you'll see my recent work. That's where most of my time has been going to very recently. And it is very time intensive because they might be 5-minute videos, but there's so much research put into them and very fast-paced editing. So it is a very time intensive thing. I'm very proud of the work that I've been doing. And I think it's highly entertaining. A lot of people are loving it as well. So if you're a live video viewer and miss my content live, I'll be back live again very soon. I plan to do way more lives, especially in the fall. But in the meanwhile, go watch my other type of content, which is available on Instagram, Urbanist Live. Or you'll watch the shorter versions also on YouTube. So thank you everyone so much for tuning in, and also stay tuned for the documentary in late July, early August. Keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.